So you're probably wondering why I'm just all up in your business right now. Can you guess what we're going to be talking about in this video today? Just do a wild guess. We're going to be talking about skin texture, bitch. So fasten your seatbelts because it's going to be one hell of a ride. Hi, beauties and cuties. Hi beauties and cuties, welcome back to my YouTube channel. If you don't know what beauties and cuties are, by the way, they are the most slay people on YouTube. So hit that subscribe button down below and join the pep squad. I've had this topic looming in my mind for years, and it's also a big insecurity of mine that I've worked through over the years. It is skin texture. I just wanted to talk about my little journey with acne, my little journey with living with skin texture, atrophic scarring, and all of that, because I feel like I'm not the only person in this world who has had to deal with this. Alright, so as I'm putting my iconic kitty headband on, so I've dealt with acne since a very young age. I started breaking out like around 4th grade, and a lot of kids don't start breaking out till 7th grade, but I started getting acne like literally when I was like 11 years old. So already by then I just felt so alienated because everyone still had their baby smooth skin. They still were like pre-pubescent and everything, but I like started puberty very, very early. So you know, already off the bat, I already had to go through a little journey with acne very early, and not being able to relate to people was like the hardest thing. Anyways, it got worse. Like as from 5th grade, 6th grade, 7th grade, and 8th grade, I feel like 6th through 7th grade, I think, was the worst acne I've had. At the time, this sounds so disgusting, but I know better now. I used to not really wash my pillowcase. I used to neglect that. So I would sleep on the left side of my face, and that's where most of my scarring has occurred now. That's lasted with me for a few years. That on top of just, I was very careless as a kid, low-key not really hygienic as a child. Like I was just always sweating. I was doing a lot of physical activity. I was in martial arts. I would just run a lot. I'm a dancer. So the sweat combined with my dirty pillowcase, combined with, you know, me touching my face a lot, made me break out a lot. And I did not know better. I would pick at the acne. I would pop it. Obviously, picking at your acne causes scarring, but the way I picked at it was very like aggressive, like that resulted in me getting atrophic scarring. So you see these like little indentations, they kind of look like craters. Atrophic scarring basically is really deep tissue scarring, and it causes these crater looking like things on your face. So this atrophic scarring, I have a lot on the side. So right here and right here mostly. One big one right here. This one's pretty recent. I feel like with regular scarring, at least in my opinion, it's way better because when you put on foundation, you can cover it. Like I had a red spot right here with foundation, you can't even tell. But with atrophic scarring, you can still see the texture even through the foundation. I can't highlight above like that C shape that a lot of people do with highlight. I can't do that. Most of my highlight, as you'll see later as I continue this get ready with me, I have to do it like right here in this area to avoid those areas. Atrophic scarring, man, it can be really rough because when I'd meet people or talk to people, I feel like they would just stare at my face because it looked like a moon. Like I had craters on my face and I hated that. I just hated that shit. Luckily, I've used amazing products that have helped the atrophic scarring go down. Let me show you one of them, by the way. This video is not sponsored, but the Ole Henriksen Dutopia, it's really helped smoothen my skin texture and everything. I'm actually almost out of this baby, but I've been using this for about like 3 years. It's really worked wonders. So the mental and emotional toll having textured skin, it's taxing on a person because, at least in my experience, I felt like a lot of people judged me based on my looks. You know how they say, like, I'm probably gonna do another video about this, but I did have an ugly duckling phase. yeah, that video will come, but I definitely was a little ugly duckling. Pretty privilege exists. People will treat you differently. Also, mentally, I felt like I was just constantly worried at the back of my mind. Every time I met a new person, I was just like, are they looking at my scars right now? Are they actually paying attention to what I'm saying? So there's like a whole lot going on in my brain every time I meet new friends or people. But, you know, insecurities are just all in your head at the end of the day. But for the most part, a lot of people are just busy worrying about themselves at the end of the day. That most people aren't even paying attention to the things like the scarring that we pay attention to. The mental taxing of worrying about my textured skin was just so exhausting. That's like honestly part of the reason why I did start makeup, because back then didn't really like my bare face. Now I love my bare face. Even though I'm putting on makeup right now, literally the beginning of this video I was like this close. Even right now you can see all of the textures, but I don't really give a fuck. I really don't care. We're human. This is human skin, and I'm grateful, you know? I feel like we as a society, we live in such an image conscious society. Lol, as I'm putting on makeup right now, but learning to cope with textured skin was such a long journey for me. When I did start makeup, it was like in 2017 when it was like heavy glam makeup, baking, you know, all of that. So there was a heavy emphasis on like glam. You know, I feel like I'm so grateful that the beauty industry has evolved into more loving the things that make you you. It's becoming more clean beauty, I guess. That shift in the beauty community has allowed me to wake up and look in the mirror and be okay with who I see without makeup. Because let me tell you, I hated the way I looked because of my scarring. That in the mornings before school, this was like back in high school up until college, I wouldn't want to even look at myself in the mirror. I would just like wash my face and close my eyes and just like rinse and then like just never look at my face. Or if I did look at my face and my skin, I would stand very far because I was just really scared of seeing all of the pores, all of the craters. Now that I look back at it, I'm just like,
kind of stupid.
My feelings were valid though. I'm not invalidating my feelings at the time because, you know, it was part of the journey. But back then, I can honestly say I really hated my skin. Especially during puberty, I felt like such an outlier. Everyone was going through puberty, but just not the acne part of it. I was like, so I felt really jealous of people back then who were going through puberty, who just like had to worry about their braces. And I had both. I had braces and I had all this acne going on. I felt like a lot of people were like way more privileged than me genetically. But now I just see my skin as skin. I've actually had to surrender worrying about my bare skin. Now I really don't care now. It's actually such a relief. Like some weeks I can go like a full week and a half, maybe 2 weeks. There was a couple times actually during the pandemic when I went months on end without wearing makeup. And I feel like my skin did heal. So once you surrender the insecurity, you know, your skin does get better. Because I was so insecure, I would take on so much makeup and wear it every day that it probably clogged my pores, and then I continued to break out. But once I relinquished worrying about the way my skin looks, worrying about my scars and everything, and stopped wearing makeup, that's when I saw a lot of the healing. Okay, but this nose contour, are you kidding me? Looks cute. So the things that really helped me was like, one, affirmations. Repetitive affirmations and positive self-talk did a number on shifting my mindset and my brain. So when you start affirmations, like for example, like,
I love my skin.
At first it's gonna sound like a goddamn lie, but over time, if you keep the consistency up and put in the practice and just say it over and over and over again, you'll start to believe it. Even though I still do have the scars, I would kind of shift my gratitude onto other areas of my face that I really like. For one, I really like how soft my cheeks are. So there's areas of my face that have been unaffected by acne that are just as present as the scars themselves. So even just switching my attention to these areas made me love my skin and be comfortable in my own skin.
Yeah.
I feel like it's such a good feeling because you start to recognize your face is not as bad as what you perceive it to be. Also, I did take steps to actually help the healing process, like that Deutopia Ulhenriksen serum has definitely helped exfoliate a lot of the texture. Washing my pillowcase, sleeping on a mulberry silk pillowcase. I know that sounds bougie. Don't sleep on silk pillowcases, but buy them and actually sleep on them. They help with the skin a lot, and it's just really comfy and soft. I highly recommend them. This is a part of me, but it doesn't have to be a part of me forever, and it can get better with time, you know? But for now, while it's still on my face, I'm just gonna be content and I'm gonna be comfortable in my own skin until maybe I do like a microblading session or whatever. Loving my skin texture doesn't mean that I have to settle with it. For me, I do want to get microbladed. I do want to do more facials and stuff. So that's just my personal preference and journey. However, loving your skin texture goes for everybody. Regardless if you want to get it fixed or not, I feel like it just really alleviates a lot of like mental pressure and mental stress that we put on ourselves. That is so unnecessary. In an ideal world, we would not all be judging ourselves on our appearance. But we live in this world. What we can do is change our mindset about ourselves, about our own skin. Okay, hi again. Off camera, I had to do eyeliner, lashes, all of that jazz. Because if I talked on camera doing eyeliner, I'm not trying to cause that stress on me. No. I'm not trying to put that stress on me. No. Not today. Anyways, as I was saying, skin texture. What was I saying? But yes, it's all of a mindset shift. Wherever your attention goes, energy flows. So I've been giving all of my energy for a long time to stressing out about skin texture. What good did that do me? No good. What did that cause me, however? More stress. So it was like a never-ending toxic cycle. Once I've like relinquished and surrendered that type of mindset of just stressing about the skin texture, there were other aspects of self-love that I tapped into that necessarily didn't have to deal with skin texture. But that in itself, when I relinquished all thought about skin texture, the resistance went away. There was just so much resistance with that. And I feel like when I stopped paying attention to it, all of the ways on how to heal it came through. It's all about where you put your attention, babes. It's all about where you put your attention. Because where attention goes, energy flows. Do I plan on getting procedures? Yes. I'm not making this video to be like, love your skin texture. And if you do get your skin microbladed, you're not loving your skin texture. No, I'm not here to, put that on anybody. I will be getting these procedures and healing this skin texture. What I'm saying is, until then, you might as well love the skin that you're in right now. You can't just be living like, I'm gonna love my skin once it's perfect. Because babes, nothing is perfect. No thing, including skin. Because what's gonna happen? We're gonna age, we're gonna get wrinkles, It's like a part of the circle of life, babes. Everything constantly changes, babes. We are constantly shedding old parts of ourselves, and we need to remember that. So, yeah. So I hope what I said in this video made sense. I don't know, this video topic just flew into my head earlier today. So comment down below if you've had to deal with atrophic scarring like this and just major skin texture problems that have consumed your life, Let's build a community, beauties and cuties of support. Because regardless if you have skin texture problems and worries or not, you are still a beauty or cutie at the end of the day. Okay? No matter what state your skin is in, I hope you just love your skin regardless. I know that's easier said than done. Trust me. If you like this video, give this video a thumbs up, hit that subscribe button down below, and become a beauty and cutie. Join the pep squad of beauties and cuties because we are slaying the internet. And be sure to follow my Instagram and TikTok. Thank you so much for watching. Love your skin in any state it's in, and I'll see you in the next video. XOXO, Michael Pepito.